Hello, everyone. I'm Ross Palumbo, and here's a look at your top stories at this hour. The man accused of murder is now in custody after a pursuit and standoff in Gardena. Sky Cow was over the scene earlier today near 164th Street and South Vermont Avenue. The LAPD says that suspect led them on a chase here this morning, then ditched the car, then ran off. Officers had to set up a perimeter and surrounded a building until they got that suspect to come out. And we watched people come out of the building with their hands raised until they finally got the right one, the suspect they were looking for. And this just in, passenger rail will resume on Monday in Orange County after a nearly 2-month closure there. Service stopped after rocks and debris fell onto the tracks in San Clemente. Working on a retaining wall to protect the tracks near Mariposa Point is expected to wrap up this week. Well, big changes in the weather since then, of course. It is absolutely beautiful outside, as you can see from our live shot here, but some areas aren't done with the wet weather, at least not yet. KCAL meteorologist Olga Ospina has all the details in our next weather forecast. Olga, looks good now.
It looks good now, and you know what? Just in the last few minutes, we are starting to see a little bit of green there on the radar. This just popped up, and we've been talking about still that slight chance of getting some moisture across our region, and we are starting to see that once again. Yesterday, though, at this time, it was extremely active. We already had thunderstorm activity, lightning strikes, but take a look at what is happening near Fraser Park. We're starting to see a little bit of wet weather, and we could continue seeing that as we head into later this afternoon and the early evening hours. So as we take a look at current conditions, looking beautiful in our mountains, still some snow out there. Beaches 66 degrees, some sunshine in Santa Monica. As we take a look at temperatures across Southern California, some of us already in the 70s. We have 74 degrees in Lancaster. As we head towards the LA area, downtown also checking in at 70 degrees. Orange County, you are in the upper 60s. In Irvine into Santa Ana, Laguna Hills, 68 degrees. Inland Empire, 74 degrees currently in Fontana, as well as Moreno Valley. 70 in Beaumont, 76 in Menifee, and we are at 72 in Redlands. Beaumont, 70 as well. So here's a look at the next 12 hours for downtown Los Angeles. We're going to top out slightly above average and then dropping down into the 50s, waking up tomorrow morning in the 50s, but we are expecting another nice day. Temperature still running slightly above average. Want to show you what's happening here. So that area of low pressure that's been bringing us those afternoon pop-up showers, that is still continuing with us today. Again, you're starting to see a little bit of wet weather move in. So just be on the lookout. Potentially still, we have that slight chance for thunderstorms. However, that low is going to start pushing off to the east as we head into tomorrow, and much calmer conditions are returning to Southern California as we head into Wednesday, Thursday, and even Friday. But I want to show you the changes as we head into the weekend. Here's another area of low pressure that's going to start moving in by Saturday. That trough is going to start moving south. We could get a little bit of wet weather on Saturday, but the best chance at this point is going to be on Sunday. We see it a little bit more widespread as we head into the early part of Monday. We could have a little bit of residual moisture, then things are going to dry out by later in the day on Monday and for Tuesday as well. Let's take a look at temperatures this afternoon. It is going to be a nice one again, especially for places like the valleys. Plenty of sunshine, 79 degrees, 74 expected for LAOC Metro. The beaches, you will be in the upper 60s, 76 for the Inland Empire. We're looking also at 73 in the high desert and upper 50s for the mountains with that chance of thunderstorm activity. So that's where we're going to see the greatest chance of getting those thunderstorms, whereas yesterday it was a little bit more widespread where all that activity was drifting into some of our valleys as well as coastal areas. Take a look at temperatures over the next 7 days. Numbers really start to drop by the weekend as that storm approaches, and still looking at cooler temperatures than average as we head into the early part of next week. So for now, soak in the sunshine. Back to you.
It looks a little ominous there over your left shoulder, but hey, beautiful right now. Enjoy it while we can, right?
Exactly. Yep.
All right. Thanks a lot, Olga. California's 20th congressional district holding a special primary today to fill former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy's old seat for the rest of that term. McCarthy announcing his resignation, you'll remember, back in December, just 2 months after he was ousted as House Speaker. Two top primary candidates from Super Tuesday will now face off in November for the full seat, but tonight's special election is to select someone to finish McCarthy's current term. Now, he spent 17 years in the House and became House Speaker after that historic 15 votes. He was also the first speaker to be ousted by his party. Well, the future of Huntington Beach's libraries is on the table tonight. There will be a meeting to talk about privatizing all of them. KCAL's Michelle Geely on that for us.
We understand that there is going to be quite a crowd, lots of different people who are interested coming to the meeting that starts at 6 o'clock. The first issue is whether to privatize Huntington Beach's libraries. That is something that is going to come up. The council will vote to determine whether they will choose a for-profit company to run their libraries. One official is saying that part of the reason for this discussion is to determine whether money can be saved, general fund money. The other issue that's coming up tonight in the City Council involving the library is a vote on children's books. We know that there was a resolution passed recently that books containing sexual content were moved out of the children's and the teen section and moved into the adult section. And it was controversial because many were asking, what is the definition of sexual content? So in addition to moving those books, the librarians went through them. The council decided that there would be a 21-member parent panel that is going to decide what books should be in the library. This is related to the children's section and the teen section. So tonight, the City Council will also be voting on that. So again, as I said, these are topics that are generating a lot of discussion in the city, and we will find out how the vote goes tonight. But today, we are talking to people about all these important issues.
Those issues very important. Michelle Geely will have much more coming up later tonight. Well, performer, producer, rapper, Grammy Award winner, and now Walk of Fame star Dr. Dre. He has now officially been honored on the Hollywood Walk of Fame here. The Compton native started his career as a DJ before later launching Aftermath Entertainment and discovering superstars like Eminem, 50 Cent, and Kendrick Lamar. Dr. Dre is also the founder of Beats by Dre. His star is right here near Hollywood and Highland, just outside of the Jimmy Kimmel Studios. That is a very, very busy place. Great place for a star. Well, this has been CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back live here at 3 on CBS News Los Angeles.